Hi everyone, I'm Matt the Friendly Board Gamer and welcome back to another Marvel Champions Challenge video. It's been a while since I've done one of these, but I thought I would bring it out again. And if you do not know what this challenge is, what I decided to do is try and defeat every villain against every hero in the game of Marvel Champions. It is going to take me forever. I'm probably not going to get there, but hopefully we will see some fun gameplay. We will see some enemies being defeated and some fun card play with some heroes. So today we are taking on Ebony Maw stage 1 and 2. We have the standard encounter sets, we have two modular encounter sets, Armies of Titan and Black are already in the encounter card pile or the encounter deck. And when revealed, each player discard cards from the top of the encounter deck until a spell environment is discarded and puts it into play. So I'll give these a shuffle. Ebony Maw has 12 health for stage 1. And they are properly well shuffled, so we reveal cards until we find a spell, which is their pacification. Enters play with 3 invocation counters, and when the last one is removed, we exhaust each upgrade of control and we are stunned. So, 1, 2, 3. 2 scheme, 1 attack, villain. Every time he activates against us, we remove one of these counters from the spells, and then he will activate the spell, and bad things will happen, and hopefully we'll survive. So, who are we playing? We are playing Kamala Khan, aka Miss Marvel. I've just started watching the Miss Marvel series on Netflix and thought it's a good time to bring out this hero again for some videos. So we have Miss Marvel with Justice deck. This is not a deck I created, but you can see the cards here. I will put a link to the deck list below, so be sure to check that out. And thank you to the author who created this deck. Like I said, it's not mine. We've got things like Turn the Tide, Clear the Area, all ways to control the level of threat, Swift Retribution, Wiccan as our Justice ally, followed Red Dagger is our Miss Marvel ally. What else we got? Things that remove threat as well from her deck. Wiggle Room lets us prevent damage. We've got Miles Morales Spider-Man. What else we got? Multitasking, Sense of Justice, Skilled Investigator, and all of the Miss Marvel cards. So they are all in there. I'll give this a shuffle. Miss Marvel has 10 health. She's got 5 recovery in her alter ego form. She has a 1 thwart, 1 attack, and 1 defense stats, so not the strongest, but she does have a cool responsibility that after we play an attack, thwart, or defense event, we can exhaust her and return it to our hand, which is pretty cool. But of course, we start off in alter ego form. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 is our hand limit when we're in alter ego form. Let's have a look at what we've got. Oh, I should also put 1 threat on the main scheme as part of setup as well. So multitasking with 2 threat from a scheme and then 2 threat from a different scheme. Nakia Bahadir can exhaust her, reduce the cost of the next card we play by 1. Some energy resource, Skilled Investigator. I'm going to get rid of that because there's no side schemes, so that can go. Sense of Justice we'll keep, and Big Hands we will keep. 2, 3, 4, 5. So I need to draw 1 more card. Bruno Carielli. So we are pretty much ready to go. Let's see if we can take down Ebony Maw before we die ourselves, basically. So Kamala Khan's action that she has, Team Spirit, I can discard cards from the top of the deck until I discard a Miss Marvel card. I'm going to do that. Let's see what we can get. Wiggle Room, okay, another. That's one of the defense cards. I can, when you take enemy to damage, I can prevent 3 of that damage and I draw a card at 0 cost event. Pretty nice. So I potentially want to keep that until the next turn. So I potentially want to get one of these support sites, either Nakia or Bruno. Alter Ego action, I can exhaust her to reduce the cost of the next card you play this phase by 1. Or Bruno's, who's pretty cool, I can exhaust Bruno and attach a card from my hand face down here. Then I can exhaust him and add up to 3 cards to my hand. So, they're both good, I quite like them. But are they good at the moment? That's the thing. I think so. I think I might get one of these out. I think I might get that one out. No, I don't know, because I want to play Wiggle Room, Big Hands, sorry, which I can play that for that. I can then exhaust Miss Maw to get it back, and I need 2 more cards to play it again. If I play them 2, then at least I can play one of these. Okay, let's play Bruno for Nakia. I will keep Wiggle Room. Yeah, let's swap that. Start again. Play Nakia and do that. Okay, so I'm going to flip to Hero form. I'm going to play Big Hands using energy. Oh, I don't need to do that, do I? If I don't flip and stay in Hero form, I can exhaust Nakia, and this will reduce the cost of the next card I play this phase by 1. Then flip, then play Big Hands. It's only going to cost me 1, so I will play Multitasking. Deal 4 damage to the enemy. Boom, 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 boom. Down to 8. Then I'll exhaust Miss Marvel, and because of her morphogenetics action, I can basically return the event I played to my hand. I can then play that again, 2 cost event for another 2, 3, 4, another 4 damage. So down from 12 to 4. I still have Wiggle Room. I still also have Sense of Justice, which I think I might keep. No, it's a 2 cost upgrade I need to get out, and that's quite expensive, but it does generate a wild mental resource or whatever it's called for thwart events, which would be pretty good. Yeah, maybe I'll keep. I could use a resource if I don't need it. 2, 4, 5. So I will. What have I got? Sneak by, remove 3 threats, sneak by, and clear the area. Okay. So that was the hero turn. So over to Ebony Maw. 1 threat on the main scheme. He is going to attack me for 1 plus a boost, which is 3 in total. I have Wiggle Room, which I'm going to play, prevent 3 of that, and draw a card. He's activated against me, so remove 1 of them. Then the encounter card. Attach to the friendly character with the highest attack me and exhaust it. Attach character cannot ready. I need to spend the 2 resources and discard this card. I am restrained. Oh dear. That is not very helpful at all. I guess I'd better start spending some resources then. And I have, oh look at that, all of the same resource in my hand, so I cannot do that. This could be tricky. So, let's play Clear the Area with Sense of Justice. 1 cost event, remove 2 threats from a scheme. If this removes the last threat on scheme, draw a card, which I will do. Swift Retribution. I think I might play that. That needs to go. Man, still not got that resource. I need the physical resource. But I can get Wiccan down to stage 2 if I play Swift Retribution. Yeah, let's do it. Let's go for it. Let's play Sneak By, Swift Retribution. The villain schemes. You're going to scheme for 2 plus a boost is 3, so not too bad. Could have been a lot worse, but it's halfway to completing that scheme. Then I deal 4 damage to the villain. Boom. Stage 1 gone. On to stage 2, which he now comes back with 18 health points. Nice, high number. I also need to, when revealed, discard cards on the top of the encounter deck until I discard a spell. And pop that into play. Oh, I got my obligation out, which is good. It's a treachery card, another fireball. I cast fireball for invocation counters on the fireball. It's also got putting the card into play. Yeah, so I don't think that triggers because it's put into play not revealed. Surge. Super. I'm still restrained though, which is annoying. I've only got these 2. This lets me move through. I'm going to keep that. Wiccan could be useful, so I'm going to keep him and draw up to 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh no, I can't ready, can I? Oh. exhaust Armia can place one card from your discard pile on the bottom of your deck, then draw a card. Alter Ego action. When a attached scheme is defeated, deal 4 damage to an enemy, 2 genius, and then 2 I had from last time. So 1 threat on the main scheme. He's going to attack for 2. I will take this. So give the villain a tough status card. So he is now tough. There we go. And I take 2 damage. 2. And we need to remove 1 of these counters from each of these. So, encounter card. We have another spell. Oh, manipulation. Gosh, these spells are racking up, aren't they? So, after the last card, last token is removed, discard 1 card at random from your hand, and I'm confused. Super. I still do not have the resource I need to get rid of Restrained. How annoying. So let's play Sneak By for 2 cost event. Remove 3 threat from a scheme. Remove that. It's going to disappear. So I'm being very literally restrained, hence the card, because I cannot get these cards back into my hand. But I am going to play Wiccan, 2 cost ally. I need some defense, I think. He can potentially soak up some damage from me in a round or 2. After Wiccan Thwart, I can discard the top card in counter deck, and for each booster icon this revealed this way, I deal damage to the enemy. And it's 1. Oh, but he's tough, so... Oh, that's not attack, that's dealing damage to the enemy, so that's fine. It does say when... Yeah, so when this time this character will take enemy into damage. Okay, fine. Discard tough. There we go. I still can't ready up. Urgh! So frustrating. Yes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I eventually got the cards, but man, I'm giving away big hands and potentially a red dagger or turn the tide to get rid of this card, but it has to be done. I cannot keep on going on being restrained. So 1 threat onto the main scheme. The villain is going to attack me for 2 plus boosts, which is 4. I could have defended Wiccan, but I didn't. But what does happen is that and that gets removed, which is pretty nasty. Exhaust each upgrade you control, and then I'm also stunned. Oh, brilliant! So I'm restrained and stunned. Not doing too great, but we've got another couple of spells to fire off. We've got manipulation coming next time and fireball the round after that. Encounter card. Black Order Infantry, 4 health and guard. So when this is defeated, I also need to give the villain a tough status card. Brilliant. Rightio. So what we're going to do, I need to play big hands. I need to play, play Turn the Tide. So that's my 2 resources I need to spend to get rid of Restrained, which I need to do. I'm going to flip to Alter Ego. I'm going to exhaust Nakia Bahadia. And I'm going to reduce the cost of the next card I play. I'm going to play Red Dagger using these 2, I think. 1, 2, 3 health. Wiccan is going to thwart for 1, removing that. And discard top card in counter deck, and another 1 health off Ebony Maw. I'm going to attack Ebony Maw for 2 with Red Dagger, so into 15. Also the interrupt here is that when Red Dagger is defeated, I can spend 2 resources at different times, and I can deal 2 damage to an enemy and return Red Dagger to your hand. And I can't, I've just realised, do that 3 damage. Because I need to do it onto here first. Okay, I will ready up, and I can actually ready up now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So what have I got? I have some Genius, Strength, Resource, Spider-Man, Miles Morales, Ironheart, Wiggle Room, Recuperation, and Swift Retribution. But before we get to them, it is one threat on the main scheme, from the villain. He's going to attack me. He's going to scheme for 2 plus boost, which is 4. Wowzers. 3, 4, 5. 1 from there is 6, so that is going to fire. I went from like nothing to... that was a nothing when I started this round, and now it's gone. Oh well. Shuffle the encounter card, discard pile into the encounter deck, and then I discard cards from the deck until I get a spell. And also these go as well, so they should potentially be in here as well. Discard 1 card at random from my hand, and I am confused. So I will shuffle these up. 1 card at random is Recuperation, and I am confused. Just need to find my little confused card. Where are we? I'm stunned and confused. I'm not having a good time. Shuffle these up and reveal cards. Yep, still need to do the main scheme ability here when revealed. Manipulation. First one. Okay. And put into play. So 1 threat on the main scheme for this. So this got 9 threat, and then I lose the game. So that was just the activation, I think. I think I've still got to actually play the encounter card. When revealed, remove 1 invocation counter from each spell environment in your into play. If you have none, put that there. So that and that is going to go. Fireball is going to go. Deal 4 damage to my identity, and that kills it. Okay, so I'm going to literally just hang on by the skin of my teeth here. I have Wiggle Room. When you take any amount of damage, prevent 3 of that damage. So I'm just going to take the 1. Go down to 1, and I'm going to draw a card. Wowzers. I am literally on my knees. Okay, and that disappears. Okie dokie. Right, let's think about what we're going to do now. 18 health. I've got a ally, 2 allies. I can get another one out. I can get Ironheart out, or I could get Spider-Man out. Recuperation. I'm stunned and confused. I can discard cards. Okay, I'm going to discard cards on top of my deck until I get a mismantle card. Big hands. Okie dokie. So, Nakia, I'm going to exhaust. I reduce the cost of the next card I play this phase by 1. So I am going to flip to Hero Farm, and I am going to attack for 1, which removes my stunned. I am then going to... Oh no. Hang on, let's reverse that. Because I have 0 health, so let's not do that. Let's play Recuperation for 1 cost because of the ability, which lets me heal damage from your alter ego equal to your recovery, which is 5. Okay, so I've got a bit of health back now. Right, so then I will flip to Hero Farm and attack for 1 to remove my stunned. I am going to play Spider-Man, Miles Morales, using Ironheart and my Strength resource. So 1, 2, 3 health. After I play Spider-Man from my hand, choose Thwart or Attack, and I get +2 of that until the end of the phase. I'm going to use Attack for 4. Oh, no. Hang on. Before I do that, I need to get rid of him with Guard. So I'm going to attack with Red Dagger for 2, which is a bit of a waste, but... Oh, but then the villain gets a tough status card. Ah, man, Ebony Maw, you are causing me all sorts of problems. I'm tempted to just use Wiccan, just to get rid of that. Yeah, let's do it. Use Wiccan. I'm going to sacrifice him just to get rid of the tough status card. So I can do 4 damage with Spider-Man. I do not even know if that was worth it, to be honest. But, done it now. Let's live with it. And hopefully we can do kind of thing with this. Oh, there we go. Ready up and draw up to 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So draw to 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Rightio. So what do we got? Sneak by, remove 3 threats from a scheme. My biokinetic polymer suit, which I can exhaust to generate a wild resource. Mockingbird, clear the area, and big hands. So, 1 threat on the main scheme. Ebony Maw is going to attack me for 2. I am going to defend with Red Dagger. 2, 3. Red Dagger dies. This goes off as well. Now, I don't know which one triggers here, but when after the last film, first one's own interrupt. I think it's the interrupt. When this is defeated, I can spend 2 resources of 2 different types, and then I can return Red Dagger to my hand, and I can deal 2 damage to an enemy. Do I want to do that? I could do Polymer Suit and clear the area. No, they're both the same resource. I can't do that. I really want Mockingbird. If I do this, then I'm not going to have enough cards. Oh. 1, 2, 3. I'm not going to have enough cards. So I think, unfortunately, Red Dagger is going to have to just go. I'd quite like to have that back in my hand, but never mind. And then this triggers as well. I discard 1 card at random from my hand, and I'm confused. I'm already confused. I'm blatantly going to end up discarding Mockingbird now, aren't I? Sneak by. Okay. Could have been worse, but still not great. Then encounter card. When revealed, discard 1 card at random from your hand. Brilliant. So I still can't play what I wanted to do. Got Mockingbird. Oh, all that Mockingbird is gone. Grrr. How frustrating, Ebony Maw, you. I'm going to get you. Right, so encounter card done. Outrider's out. He's not got guard, so I can still attack. Right, let's go for Spider-Man to attack on Outrider. Get rid of him. Big hands, deal 4 damage to an enemy using these 2. Oh, hang on. Oh, I'm so tempted to play this as well. But nope, I'm going to stick with big hands. I could exhaust Miss Marvel. Turn this to my hand, which I'm going to do. I'm going to bring this back into my hand and then draw 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. That's ready up. What did I get? I have Shrink as +2 to my threat. Turn the Tide after you heal a thwart, removes all threat from scheme, deal 3 damage to an enemy. That will get me up to another 2 attack, another turn the Tide, and big hand still. So, 1 threat on the main scheme, to 3 out of 9. You can attack me for 2. I will not defend, just 2, good. Then the counter card. Oh, when revealed, Shadows of the Past have all the time to come out. My set aside nemesis, which is Thomas Edison. my side scheme comes into play. Bring that down here, and these get shuffled into the deck. Thomas Edison, 3 scheme, 1 attack. You cannot take damage where you engage another minion. That's okay, there's only him there. Generation Y side scheme comes on with 2 threat. Thomas Edison has 1, 2, 3 health, not too bad. And when revealed, discard the top card of each player's deck for each. Discard the top card of each player's deck for each ally and persona support in play. I have 1 ally, so just discard that one. I guess that potentially triggers as well because that's persona. So gone. Yeah, I think that's what it means by persona, which has entered my deck, which gets me an encounter card. Gosh, of all the times for Shadows of the Past to come out, that was probably not the best. But I'm still hopeful that we can do this. So that was the encounter card. So it is now over to me. Right, so yeah, I think we can still do this. So I'm going to play Big Hands, 2 cost event, get rid of that, deal 4 damage, exhaust Miss Marvel and bring that back to my hand, played again, 2 cost event, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then finally Miles Morales out to the Spider-Verse to take down Ebony Maw. Whew, just about. Man, I did not think I'd do that. He put up a real fight. This coming out didn't really affect me in the end, but actually it could have been a lot worse. But I was stunned, I was confused, all sorts of stuff going on. He was tough, a lot of spells firing off, but we just managed to get there. Luckily we didn't get any more spells out because every time he activated nothing triggered, so that gives a bit of a reprieve there. But you know, 3 threat that can soon mount up, there's a couple of threat on here as well. Also dealing myself an extra encounter card at the next turn, but we just managed to take Ebony Maw with 0 health. We was on 4, so didn't have much left, but just enough for Spider-Man to do the final blow and take him out. Swinging web kick to the face. Ebony Maw, you are down. So there you have it, Miss Marvel taking down Ebony Maw. Like I said, check out the deck below. I'll put a link to the show note in the show notes. Also check out all my social media content for YouTube, for Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, my blog, basically anywhere on social media you can find me at The Friendly Board Gamer. Drop me an email, let me know what you think of these challenges, let me know if you've done something similar. Put a comment in the below to see what you think of Miss Marvel. Do you like this character? I had not played much of Miss Marvel until recently when I started watching the series and thought I'd bring her back out against one of the early heroes. And I actually really like her. Some of the newer cards I think in the some of the expansions and the new decks make Miss Marvel quite a fun hero. You saw that 8 damage with 2 lots of big hands, and then Spider-Man for 10 damage took her down on the final turn there. So it's pretty cool. So thank you very much for watching. Hope you have a good day and hope to catch you on the next video and the next Marvel Champions Challenge. Bye bye for now.